Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to you all in my YouTube channel, myself Daud Salim. In today's video I will discuss types of functions. So if you didn't watch the videos on function, so kindly do watch them first. The links of those videos will be in the description box of this video. So let us start the video. Before starting the video, I would like you to subscribe my YouTube channel Math Club. So basically we have numbers of types of functions, but the three are the most important. The one is onto function, the other is one function, and the third one is bijective function. So I'll discuss them one by one. So in the beginning I would like to discuss onto function. So function from x to y, this means that function f from x to y is said to be onto or surjective. This is not subjective, surjective. If each element of y is the image of a element in x. For example, range of function f is the whole set y, or codomain and range becomes equal, means codomain and range becomes equal. So as I discussed in the earlier videos, the codomain and range, let me explain them again. 1 and 2, these are the images of a, b and c, so these are called range, and the complete set y is called codomain, and this set is called set domain only. Sorry, this is domain, set of domain, not set of domain, only domain. So this one is called x, this is called domain, and the ranges means these are the images of a and b and c, 1 and 2, so these are called range, and completely this set is called codomain. So onto function means that if the codomain is equal to range, or all, like there is no element in y which is not the image of an element in x. As we saw that 1 and 2, there are only two elements in the set y, so these are the element of range, and there is no any other element. So we can say that in this case range is equal to codomain. In this case range is equal to codomain. For example, range of the function f is the whole set y. Range of the function f, this is the range of the function f is the whole set y. So we saw that there is no any element. If there were any element 3, and which is not the image of any pre-image here, so then this would not be the onto function. Another example is that d. We know that like in a function like we can have same image of like d is the image of a, b and c, so we can have same image for different pre-images. Like if I get the example of f of x is equal to x square, so then f of 1 is equal to 1, and f of minus 1 is also is equal to 1, because if instead of x we put there 1, so it will give us 1, and if we put instead of x here minus 1, so it will also give us minus 1. Then the Venn diagram of in this case will be, this is x, this is y for this function I am drawing, and this is function. For 1 minus 1, the output is 1. This is the mathematical example of onto function. So next, my next topic is, and the next topic of function is one function or injective function. Its second name is injective function. Alright, so one function is, let me define it. A function f from x to y is said to be one or injective function if distant element of x have distant images in y. For example, let me explain it through the example. If distant element of x have distant image in y, let's say that distant mean different. So a, the image of a is d, the image of b is e, the image of c is f. You can see that we don't have like such kind of images, like if as we discussed over there, like here the image of 1 is also 1, and the image of minus 1 is also 1 in this case, and similarly in this case the image of a is 1, but the image of b is also 2, and the image of c is also 2. So this is the difference between onto function and one function, that each element of set x has distant image of set y. and there could be any you can say that any element in set Y which has no any pre-image. You can say that there is no any pre-image of C of G there in the set C. So this is called 1 1 function, and you can say that the example of this function could be f of x is equal to x only. Yeah, it could be the example of this, because we know that this function's outputs for x, the value of f of x will be, for x, if I put here x is equal to 1, so the output will be 1. If I put x is equal to 2, so the output will be 2. 3, so the output will be 3. We can draw this through the Venn diagram. This is x, this is y, and let's say this is a function. So if our domain is 1 2 3, 1 2 3, the output is also 1 2 3. This could be the example 1 2 3, and if you put here another element, that is a, let's say a doesn't belong to the range of this function, so a is not the image of any pre-image. So this is the example of 1 1 function. Now the next one is bijective function. So let me define it. If a function f from x to y is both 1 1 and onto, then f is called bijective function. For example, in this case, if we do have distant element in set x has distant element in set y. For example, let's say that, leave that example, I will give you another example, that is set x, that is set y, and there's a function, we are applying function on it. So let's say that a, b, c, and their ranges are 1 2 3. The image of a is 3, the image of b is 1, and the image of c is 2. So we saw that the range, set of range like 1 2 and 3, these are range elements, and this is completely called codomain. So we saw that in this case range is equal to codomain, as this is the property of this function, onto function. Range is equal to codomain. So this function is also, so this function is onto, but here as well we saw that the element of a is 3, and 3 is not the image of a is 3, and 3 is not the image of any other element in set x, because the image of b is 1, the image of c is 2. So it obeys the properties of both, the properties of 1 1 function and the property of onto function. So that's why this kind of function is called bijective function, which is onto as well as 1 1. So this was all about the types of functions. If you guys have any question, any query regarding this topic, so you may ask in the comment section. Inshallah I will answer you.